And how about this? Nobody thought Mark Mulder would have a chance to hit in this game.
Well,
Pitchers hit in the National League Park. The American League is batted around. Mulder takes it for his strike. So Roger Clemens, 3 of the runs unearned. 6 runs total. The 1 error by Kent kept the inning alive. Mark Mulder takes the pitch outside.
I didn't even know if it was going to go out myself. But one guy knew it was out. Watch Roger Clemens. Look at Ed Montague saying, hey, give me another ball. He knows this is his home park now.
Mulder, who is 0 for 4 as a hitter, takes the count to 2-2.
Well, this is embarrassing here. I don't think Mark Mulder went up there with any intention of swinging the bat. And now the count is already at 2-2.
And there he is gone. Wow. Mark Mulder getting set, the 26-year-old left-hander. I bet he never thought he was going to start throwing his first pitch here in the first inning with a 6-0 lead.
I don't think he thought he would have 6 runs to work with throughout the 9 innings here tonight.
Here's Edgar Renteria. St. Louis Cardinals down to third. Rodriguez makes the play, and there's one away. Renteria retired. 1 pitch and 1 out from Mark Mulder. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. The National League will update you on who's going to be coming up for a ball club that's got a lot of comebacks. They're going to be necessary here in this one. Mark Mulder on the mound. The second All-Star appearance, his first All-Star start.
Well, when you look at a 26-year-old left-hander, 6'6" tall, that has everything going for him. One thing that Mark Mulder likes to joke about before he takes the mound for a start, he says, Uncle Charlie's on the pass lift. Well, he's talking about that curveball, and you just saw it on the first pitch to Pujols.
Right center field, that is deep. Ichiro's not going to get that. It goes up and over. It'll be a ground rule double. That one got plunked by Albert Pujols. Give him a 2-bagger for the Cardinals. Completing the lineup for the National League. You've already seen the top in Renteria and Pujols, Barry Bonds, Scott Rowland, Sammy Sosa, Mike Piazza, Lance Berkman, Jeff Kent, and Roger Clemens, the starting pitcher. Bonds, 3rd all-time in the home run department, chasing Hank Aaron.
He's got to love these competitions because one of the few times in this situation here where they're actually going to pitch to him.
Bonds with a runner at second base. He has gone 7 for 14 with 3 home runs off Mark Mulder in his career. They got a shift on with the infield moved around and deep.
That's like the rover in slow pitch softball, isn't it? Where Soriano's at.
Soriano's shallow right field at second base, and Jeter's almost behind the bag, the shortstop, at second. And Bonds takes that to center field, not deep. Ichiro, runner tagging. Pujols won't go. He knew better, didn't he?
Oh, we all did.
All right, let's take a look defensively for the American League. Ramirez of Boston making the start in left field. You've already seen Ichiro chase one down from Seattle. He's in center. Maybe the game's best right now? Arguably, Vladimir Guerrero in right field. The infield, the Yankees dominate, making the move from short to third. A-Rod. Derek stays at short. Jeter. Soriano, who was a Yankee, starting at second base now with Texas. Giambi is a Yankee at first. Delivery by Mark Mulder to Scott Rowland. You've got Rodriguez, Pudge Rodriguez behind the plate, and Mulder, of course, his battery mate. Scott Rowland. This ballpark can give up home runs, and if anyone can get him here, I would think Rowland's right there at the top. He can pull the ball. It is a short porch down to the Crawford seats, as they're called, in the left field line.
But wouldn't you like to be Joe Torre? I mean, right at the beginning of this season, he gave up Soriano for Alex Rodriguez, and tonight he gets them both back.
Not bad, huh? Got everything you dreamed of and more, and a 6-0 first inning lead.
Well, Joe Torre has been to this All-Star game for the 6th time. He has managed and won 4 straight ball games for the American League. So, you know, it obviously starts with talent to begin with, and that man has that not only as a manager, but he played in 9 All-Star games. So a lot of ability there as well.
There are the numbers for Rolen. 5th in average, 1st in RBIs, and 6th in slugging for the Cardinal team that has jumped on top in their division. 1 ball, 2 strike count, and he's a Gold Glover at third base. Tony La Russa said when he acquired Scott Rolen, when the team did, he said the thing that impressed me and surprised me the most, I did not realize what a genuinely great defensive ball player Scott Rolen is. He said, I would pay to watch him play defense every day. 2-2 hitting. So Rolen's on with 2 down here in the 1st inning. 1st and 2nd now occupied.
Look at the numbers on the year for Mark Mulder. Just 18 starts, 12 wins, and the biggest reason to date why the Oakland A's once again are in the hunt in the American League West.
The left-hander is a workhorse, as you see by the innings pitched. Albert Pujols a double at second base. Rolen hit by a pitch is on at first. That'll bring Sammy Sosa up. Flash bulbs go off. Sosa's bat breaks. Fly to right field. Guerrero coming. Can't get to it. Pujols will score, and they got a run on the board. Guerrero was so deep he could not get in, and Sosa's got an RBI.
Very seldom in a game like this do we talk about defense, but how big now is the error by Jeff Kent in the top of the 1st? If he makes that play, the inning was over, and Sosa would have represented the tying run. But instead, he does get the National League on the board. He extends the inning, and now Mike Piazza, the all-time home run leader as far as the catching position is concerned, comes to bat.
Pretty amazing. That's Sosa's first RBI in an all-star game. Now Mike Piazza gets a chance. Talk about home run hitters. Way up high in the off-speed delivery.
You know, it's funny, watching batting practice with the National League, Sosa and Piazza were in the same groups, and he said, Mike Piazza says, watch this, look at Sammy. And he said he's casting his hand. He said he's rolling over on everything. Sammy actually took a swing and missed to start the home run competition last night. So Mike Piazza, I mean, he's not a hitting coach, but obviously at some point could be a real good one.
If he wants to be, you're absolutely right about that, Rick. And he just may do that. I mean, he's more of a student of the game, I think, than he gets credit for. Little underground camera that's located by the plate. 2-0 count. Piazza waiting. Mulder misses inside. Are we going to have a slugfest here before this thing's said and done?
We know one thing. Jack McKeon told us before the game there will be no 3-0 take sign. We're at 3-0 right now.
They don't even have any signs, he told us.
No.
Here's the 3-0 delivery. It's taken for a strike on the outside corner. Clemens just is not going to go after any pitch in that situation, even in an all-star game. That's not exactly what he wants. And that one did not. See what he gets here. 3-ball, 1 strike count. 2 on. Mike Piazza swings through that one. 3-2. That's a pretty nasty pitch right there by Mulder.
A good, hard cut fastball when Mike Piazza was looking for the 4-seam straight one. Look where it starts out. Looked like it was going to start out in that same location, down and away on the knees, didn't it? Right here he has to commit, and you see he had committed. The hips went open. Look for Piazza now to make an adjustment.
3-2, 2 down, runners go. Off-speed pitch, a changeup got him. Lance Berkman as excited as any of the All-Stars about the opportunity to play in this game. Mark Mulder stays on, having worked the first inning, giving up a run on 2 hits. Berkman takes the pitch for a strike. There you see the numbers. 9th in RBIs. He is 3rd in on-base percentage behind Bonds and Helton. That one's in the dirt from the left-hander. 1 ball, 1 strike count. I mean, Berkman has done it all. Texas is really not only home for baseball, but he went to college here at Rice, which is located right here in Houston.
One of the best college hitters ever.
Big cut and a wave on that one. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Lance Berkman.
Well, along with Uncle Charlie, the big curveball from Mark Mulder, what's most impressive about him is the command of his fastball and changeup. He used that pitch for strike 2 there. He used it to strike out Mike Piazza in the first.
Gone the other way with that one. It'll be handled easily by Giambi. Berkman is retired. One of the great players of all time, the Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan. Of course, from Texas. Finished up his career here. He's on hand. Big hand for him.
Yeah, I had to stand up and applaud too, because when you talked about the Astrodome earlier in the game, you mentioned that it was called the 8th wonder of the world. Well, we went, no, that's wrong. They can build another one of those places. We always thought Nolan was the 8th wonder of the world.
That one lined to second base, taken by Soriano, and Kent is retired in a hurry. 2 outs.
This is a great story here coming to home plate. It's been a while since Barry Larkin has been back to the Classic. Line drive there, but right at Soriano. Good to see Barry Larkin back in the All-Star game, the captain of the Cincinnati Reds.
Larkin is coming on as a pinch hitter for Cole, who worked an inning in the game. Mulder with a chance to finish up 1-2-3 in the inning if he can get the out. Barry Larkin, 1-0 count. Larkin continuing to struggle a bit with the injuries in order to get playing time with the Cincinnati Reds, who have made a run at it through the first half. Larkin, 19 seasons with the Reds. It is the longest active streak with one team by any player. He's won 3 Gold Gloves and the '95 National League MVP. Larkin fouls it off, 1-2.
Well, Gary, wouldn't you agree that he's to Cincinnati what Tony Gwynn was to the San Diego Padres, what George Brett was to the Kansas City Royals?
Your foundation, right?
Exactly. Just the one constant that those young kids coming up could always count on.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Larkin. Mark Mulder of the A's, and it's fouled off again.
We forget that Larkin was once a power guy. He was actually the first shortstop in Major League history to go 30-30, that being have 30 or more home runs along with the stolen bases.
Tremendous career for him, and he may be one of those who stays in baseball afterwards. Slow roller. Rodriguez will cut it off. Larkin out by a step. Good job, Mark Mulder. Retires the side in order, and a couple of good innings there.